Hello, everybody. All right, I want to go over the SPY and I want to go over the market's outlook for this week, and of course, we can go over whatever comes to mind, right? Whatever I see in the chat is typically what I will go to. I get off track all the time, but I want to go over firstly. I want to go over the economic calendar for next week because we do have something very important that is going to be literally determining the markets completely, which is going to be, let's just get up right off the bat, right? The core inflation. This is going to be the number one thing, and I would not be surprised. Now, of course, you guys know I'm kind of bullish short term for the Nasdaq and the markets, right? But there could be some anticipatory selling off because of this. Obviously, people are absolutely freaked out of their minds. They're going crazy over the inflation, and this is going to happen Friday. The thing is, though, if this actually comes out better than expected, right? We're expecting 0.4%. If this was actually lower than that, we would be doing very well, and the markets would most likely rally. So that is, I mean, yes. Here's the thing. If we got anticipatory selling off before this happened, and then there's actually a good number that comes out, it's over. The markets are going to rally. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. So it's like you can make an argument for both sides here. Obviously, inflation is going to increase. I mean, how can you not have a little bit of inflation with a bunch of printing? But still, are we going to be better than the estimates? That's the short term game that we are playing. But I also want to look at this SPY. Also, let me know in the chat. Make sure everything is working all right. You guys know how I get paranoid. Anyways, I'm gonna assume we're doing all right. So I want to maximize the SPY's chart here. We want to do some charting here, and I also have one stock for y'all today that is gonna be like, well, at least my favorite one and most important one to watch next week. I want you to put this one on your watch list. It's one we normally cover, but it's gonna be really interesting, especially with what's happened this weekend. But looking at the SPY here, I want to look at a couple different indicators. I actually want to look at the EMA, and I don't have my settings right on this for some reason. Anyways, we're not going to look at the EMA because I don't even have my settings right, but we're going to look at some other indicators like the Bollinger Bands on the daily. We are trying to confirm the breakdown below that 21 SMA for the SPY here. And yeah, crypto is getting annihilated. Yes, and since I got my first comment is about crypto, we're just going to go right to that. And that, yeah, I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag here. This is awesome. I was this close, maybe not this close, but I was pretty close to entering a new Mara trade. Luckily, I did not. Luckily, I did not. I stayed. I only have 2 shares now, right? So I took all profit. I mean, I consider that taking all profits. I took profits on this last week, and right now, Bitcoin is it's getting annihilated, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Doge is back at 28 cents. Ethereum's getting killed, and this is exactly what I want. And that actually is that's actually the stock that I'm watching, the Mara and Bitcoin together. We're probably going to see a 19 again. We're going to see below 20, and Bitcoin is. Let me look at the chart here. I haven't looked at the chart here for a while. It is really struggling. It got rejected perfectly at the 21 or 200-day EMA, and we also got our first weekly close. I think we got our first weekly close below. Okay, no, so not yet, but we're about to get our first weekly close right after today. Below that 21 SMA on the weekly, or I guess technically we actually already have. Yeah, technically we already have because we closed right there. So, anyways, yeah, this is the start of the bear market for crypto, man. Maybe that means some money will flow back into small caps. So yes, we've talked about the idea of crypto getting killed, people taking their money from there, going back into high growth stocks, and this is kind of exactly. Oh my gosh, I remember a few weeks ago. Now, by no means are we out of the out of the risk and danger that we were in 2 weeks ago. We've got plenty of risk right now, but I just remember back I don't know what time is that. Probably sometime back here, a couple weeks ago, right? I don't know. The start of May and late April, mid-April, everyone was saying, "Oh my gosh, it's time. Let's get out of high growth. Let's go to crypto. It's a bull market there." And I mean, everyone that has been in the market for a little time was saying, "Hey, you're gonna be selling low and buying high if you do that." And a lot of people didn't listen, and they're getting they got absolutely killed right now. I mean, they're already down 50% if they're still holding through this, which most of those people literally just paper hand us. So paper hand it. So yeah, crypto's getting killed though. And to my point, right, there's a point to this. Mara is gonna be, dude, Mara. I think there's gonna be something different. A lot of people say, a lot of OG crypto bulls, they say, oh, we're going to get the bear market. It's going to be a year bear market, a 2-month, 5-month, 7-month bear market. And it's just, I do think, here's the thing. You guys have heard my spiel on Bitcoin. When the interest and knowledge of Bitcoin's tech rises, it's going to rise. And now a lot of this run has been because of the knowledge and spread of Bitcoin's technology, I think. Now that so many people know it, it can't go that far down because people are going to be buying the dip because they're more knowledgeable of it than before. I think that is what makes this bull market and now transitioning into a bear market different. Now, does that mean we're going to never see 20K or 15K even? I don't know. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to see it. I would love for it to see it. I want Bitcoin to go back to, I want Bitcoin to go all the way down to $100, okay? Okay, that's not going to happen, but if we saw 15K, 20K, I mean, oh man, come on, guys, come on. Mara is going to be the one to trade next week, I think. Or Riot, of course. They are both really, really interesting, to say the least, right? What's up, EJ? How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Mercy Inquisitor, hello. I bought Ethereum today at 1850. Okay, 1850. Let me check the hourly chart here. So you bought in right about there. Will be interesting to see what happens over the next month. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had time to do an Ethereum due diligence, but I just don't. And if someone wants to send me some, if we go to the Discord here, if you guys want to tell me about stock, I'm telling you, just go to the all stocks here or the crypto, and just send me a link to the best due diligence that you have, or just say it right there, and I will at least skim it, you know. And but yeah, I can't really comment because I don't really know too much about Ethereum. Oh my God, look at that sell-off. Oh that looks worse than Bitcoin's even. Are you kidding me? Man, wow. Yeah, a lot of people got burned on the crypto market, man. A lot of people got burned, and it's going to be really interesting to see what they do with the money that they lost, you know, with the money that they, you know, with the other half of the money that they didn't lose yet, I guess you could say. Because a lot of people bought in here. A lot of people sold high growth, bought in here, lost all their money. Now they're probably going to sell down here and then FOMO into high growth, right? I mean, that's probably what's going to happen. If Bitcoin gets to 28, I'll start buying in. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if it will. I really don't. I don't know, but I will say this. I'll say this. We could go much lower. I'll say that. Bitcoin could not have a true bull market again for a few months or hell even, I mean, probably not a year. I don't think a year is going to happen. I think Bitcoin is probably a little more likely to make all-time highs before the end of the year and past that, in my view. But I mean, everyone who is smart or competent or even investing heavily in Bitcoin has already known about the energy concerns. So you can't tell me, oh, the energy is going to be what sends it down. You know, no. I don't think so, my friends. I don't think so. So yeah, back to talking about the markets, right? This is going to be, and I already said this once, but I'm going to say it again, the core inflation, my friends. This is what we're going to have to watch on Friday. And what's going to be interesting here is it's at 8:30, right? Yada yada. April, right? Okay. If this is better than expected, it's going to be absolutely amazing, obviously. But what we actually need to pay attention to is the days before that to see how the market is reacting. We're basically going to, I would not be surprised if we get some pre-anticipatory selling off just in anticipation for this event, core inflation, because people are just scared as hell, man. Once Treasury imposes its 10K Bitcoin reporting requirement, demand will tank. Haven't they already done that? Or wait, are you talking for a couple countries did that? A couple countries did that, but I'm not. Down to 24K and back to 78. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like, if that's going to happen in a month or 5 months, but I definitely can see that. I can definitely see that happening, going down to 24K. What's so special about 24K? What kind of support are you seeing in there? Let me zoom out here. I don't think there is. Honestly, 20K might be more likely. 20K is going to be a natural level of support. Plus, you got a perfect resistance level back there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, man. We do have a lot of support in that 29K range as well. That's the same. We had a false breakdown as well back in the descending triangle days for Bitcoin. The titles are more positive. No, it's not. No, it's not this title. Are you joking, my friend? Oh man. Hey, I'm just trying to get the most views. All right. Hey, let's be honest. The titles sometimes it's a little bit clickbait. I'm not gonna deny, but I mean, come on. I mean, we are. I mean, this is the stock, right? This is the stock I think that's gonna be big next week. Mora. I don't know when. I don't know if it's just gonna keep bleeding, but I am gonna if Bitcoin keeps bleeding, which I hope it does, I will be able to re-enter a trade here, hopefully. Um, Hopefully, man. If we see below anything below 20 is a steal for Mara, for this year. I think you'll make. I think this one will 2, 3, 4x by end of year if you get it below 20. Yeah, let me actually. You know what? Let me see my end of year price. Sorry, I haven't updated this one in a while, but let me see what I have it at for Mara. 1530. No, that's okay. So 65. 65. Did we already hit that? Did Mara already hit 65? Okay, 57. So it almost hit my end of year price target already. This one was set. Here, let me see if I set this one way back then. Okay, no, I actually set 80. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, okay, so I set 80. Damn it. Well, whatever. Close enough. Yeah, 65 is my likely case. That's what I have it as now. Also, we'll be adding to BNGO tomorrow. You bought some Doge. You bought some Doge. Oh, man. Well, crypto is just really scary. Crypto is very scary right now. Crypto is even more scary than high growth, which is saying something, right? Because high growth is always like, oh, no. You know, there's so much fear. Oh, I hate the fear of the markets right now. Be greedy when others are fearful, boys. Be greedy when others are fearful, not the other way around. Doge. Let me take a look at Doge's chart here. God, this thing has been insane. Oh my gosh. Back at 28 cents. You had a quick double up, and now we're all the way back down here. Yep. Well, you want to look for a higher low, and it'll be cool. If Bitcoin could form a higher low here, that would be cool. It would be cool. Actually, it would have. I wanted to go down more, but it would be bullish, right? And right now you have that. Last time you got to bounce at 31K even almost, so that's pretty good. That's not horribly bullish. Definitely, Brandon, no signs of life in those charts, no buying volume. I'm expecting some sideways action or a slow descent. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I agree with you, my friend. A lot of people are saying, oh, Bitcoin, there's no signs of a reversal. And it's true that there's no signs of a reversal, but same thing with any dip that, but same thing with this dip, right? I mean, any dip, at some point, you just have to buy it because you think it's fundamentally undervalued. You know, you can't wait for the reversal signs or else it'll already be up. You know, reversal signs essentially are, I mean, if you think about it, the indicators that are reversal signs that we consider reversal signs, right? Golden crosses on the small time frames. For me, I use the super trend and SAR because they're just way more simple and it's literally so easy to see. Why would I put the moving averages on? There's like 1,000 of them and I have to change them short term when I can literally just use this. But the moving averages are great for long term though. Not long, like mid long term. Anyways, that's not really relevant. What I was talking about was basically, yeah, it is. There really are no reversal signs. And also when you look at the weekly chart, when you just zoom or the monthly chart, right? It's, you know, you still, it's really scary to buy in now unless you really believe in Bitcoin, but it's still a fine long-term buying point for me, I think. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying whether it's more likely if we're going to go down or up than here. It's really at this point there's not really much to say. I mean, there's really not. Let me look. You know what? Let me look at the 4 hourly, see if we can find any chart patterns here. Okay, so you had your little cup and handle. You can't really see it here on the 1 minute chart. You had a cup and handle, and you actually hit the price target perfectly. We actually, if anyone remembers this stream, we actually, when I bought into Mora when it was 19 bucks last week, there was a cup and handle here on the 1 minute chart for Bitcoin. We drew up the price target. It was 42K something, and we actually hit that perfectly. And then it's just been death since that. But we are forming a higher low right here potentially. Anyways, yeah, we can get the Bitcoin technicals. It's just it's a whole rabbit hole. We can do it. We can do it if y'all want. But this stream was supposed to be. You know, I said at the start, it's going to be whatever the comments are, right? We just go 1,000 different areas. But it's supposed to be about the broader markets in next week, right? And then one thing I want everyone to understand is that if we start seeing selling off, I'm going to be repeating this a while, but I'll make it quick this time. Core inflation Friday, man. That's what it's going to be. I don't know if it's, I don't see. Here's the thing that I don't know. It's really hard to say if it's going to be, if this is already priced in though, because a lot of the sell off right now, last week and weeks prior to that, it's because of inflation, and a lot of people are probably looking forward in the calendar and seeing, oh, we got inflation every few weeks. Okay, time to take a ton of risk off the table. A lot of people have already priced this in, I guarantee you. And I bet a lot of people priced it in this week already, or last week, I guess I should say. But at the same time, right, at the same time, these last few days leading up to it, we could see selling off in anticipation of that, which makes it even better if it beats, because then those people are going to FOMO back in, or at least want to get back in, or it's absolutely god awful and it's it's going to be bad. So I would be scared. I would be cautious in these times, boys. But the macroeconomic trend for the markets is so hard. There's so many factors. There's so many factors, boys. I would just say I'm not bearish on the markets mid. I mean, I guess I am kind of bearish on the markets midterm, to be honest with you. But short term Nasdaq, it should be going up. And I'm not really. Here's the thing for me. Although I'm pretty bearish on the markets, I'm not really selling any BioNano as of now. Because I do think I can at least sell it a little bit higher if I wanted to take some risk off the table, So I don't know. Buying Doge now once Coinbase announces Doge is tradable on their platform. You better be keeping up with the news. People have those algorithms set up, man. The whales have the algorithms set up, my friends. So you got to be quick. All right. I think it could hit 45, 50 again within the next 4 to 6 weeks before announcement. Yeah, definitely could. Yeah, definitely could, man. Oh man, were you the guy that was Chanka? Were you the guy? Were you trying to be a mod? I forgot. That reminds me. Were you the one that was trying to be a mod that messaged me? I forgot. I'm sorry. That's a little bit off topic, but I will go ahead and make you a mod right now if you were the right person. Let me just check. Let me check real quick on my other laptop because I don't want to show off everyone's private messages real quick. Hold on one second. Danger, is that it? Yeah, okay, so Danger. Okay, yeah, all right. Oh, yeah, and Havana Woody's in here as well, right? I said I need to make Havana one. Is it funny in here? No, he's not. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, you got to be careful in these times, boys. Inflation, I mean, you cannot tell me we're going to have no inflation. So, all right, Danger, my friend. All right, here you go. Enjoy. Serve me well. I don't know what medieval word to say, although I just watched Game of Thrones earlier. I don't know. I don't know. All right, what do we got? We're going over the markets today. What are we going over? What else do we need to know? Do we want to just do technical analysis on the broader markets? I can do that. Yeah, let me look at the NASDAQ here. All right, so we got I do believe we got some bullish indicators here. Let me see. Didn't we get the daily flip? Yeah, we did. We got the daily parabolic SAR stop and reverse indicator flip to bullish. That is a good sign, my friends. That is a very, very good sign. But what I don't like is that the 4-hourly super trend is red, and it's literally, we got rejected perfectly there. So it's very scary. It's very scary, my friends. Here, let me maximize this chart. So it is scary. Now, here's the thing. The charts really don't matter. The charts really don't matter, man. It's literally just what people think is going to happen with inflation. And here's the thing that I'm struggling with, and I am actually currently trying to get my thoughts together with this. You have people like Peter Schiff saying that, hey, inflation's going to be god-awful. There's no economic policies that have made the economy better, yet the stock market has literally almost doubled. Yeah, well, I guess I should say more like 50% increase since the highs before COVID, right? You got people saying that, but then you also have those people forgetting that a lot of the reason of this increase was that the COVID actually happened and the pandemic caused a lot of people to get into the markets. Now, I don't know how many people started investing because of the pandemic, and more people that are investing in the markets because of a horrible event, right? I don't know if I don't know if like that weight or that meaning, I guess I should say, or that effect, that effect is enough to combat the crazy inflation and the overextended nature of, just looking at the chart here, right? I mean, yes, you are a little bit, I mean, yes, the markets perpetually rise, yes, but has the economy is the economy justifying this? Has it really? Maybe not. I think there's a strong argument made that, not that, but can the new investors and the interest justify this S&P 500 run-up? That's where it's just impossible to gauge, because how can you gauge how much money has been put into the markets just because of COVID and just happened right here, right? So that's what I'm kind of struggling with. So I don't know. I don't know. I do think here's the thing that I think. I think there are too many short-term traders and not even short-term traders, just investors in general for that. I think there's too many people invested in the markets compared to any other time in history to allow a bear market to happen in the next few weeks to months. That's what I think is pretty fair to say. I don't think a huge. I mean, of course, if the Fed comes out and says, "Okay, we're going to raise interest rates now," which I think the Fed official said last week that it was going to be until not until 2023 until they change anything, which is absolutely insane. But that would be. I don't think many people believe him. But the economy sucks right now. We're feeling the effects of quarantining our country. I agree very much. Um, Yes, yeah, but does the new investors that have came into the market because of COVID justify the run up? That is the question that I've been battling with. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know, man. I've lost so many viewers during that tangent. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, what else do we have? Let me look at the RSI here and look at some other indicators. Okay, neutral, nothing there. God, I gotta get the. Why are my EMAs screwed up? I just switched these. Here, let me get the 200. America barely quarantined from what I saw on Australian news. Well, California was quarantined for a while. Like, my God, California is so bad, man. It's a miracle that BioNano has survived in that environment, bro. I'm bullish since states are making it harder to get unemployment now. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And not to get too opinionated, you know what? Okay, let's be honest. All right, this is an opinionated channel. All right, we're not doing like straight politics. I mean, I guess you could take this as a political opinion, but if you get offended, I don't care. This is not the right channel for you, my friends. But yes, they are making it harder to get unemployment, which is objectively better for the economy, right? Because there's going to be more people working, less people taking the government's money, which is AKA, that's our money. It's the taxpayers' money. That's what the government's money is. Or just printing, which is not good for the economy either, obviously. And yeah, they are actually in Missouri. They just got rid of the unemployment stuff, like the crazy unemployment. Like, you literally get paid more for being at home than working. They're getting rid of that, and that's super bullish. That is great news for the markets, and some people, and I disagree with these people, and that's fine if you're one of them. But I disagree with the people who say, oh, it's better to have a ton of money going to unemployment. For the economy, it's definitely better not to have like 1,000, 50, 20% of the population not working, right? And taking the money from the people who are working, or I guess from the printer, you could say. So yeah, that is very bullish, my friends. Anyways, I need to get these these EMAs set up here. Let me get the 15, 21, 55, and 200. All right. Oh boy, and I have special specifications for the colors because I'm weird. Oh boy, I don't even remember this one. What is it? Okay, pink. 55. Let me know what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think that the unemployment benefits will help the markets? And how many states? Somebody tell me how many states are actually still doing the crazy, in my opinion, the very, let's just say, to be innocuous, right? I'm not very innocuous, but I guess I'll do it this time for the hell of it. I don't know. How many states are still doing the very generous unemployment benefits? Isn't it a majority of states left right now? I mean, I know a lot of them are. A lot of them are probably going to want to keep it on there, which whatever. That's what they think. That's what they think is best. All right. So we got the EMAs pulled up now. I want to look at the weekly. Yes. Okay, so the weekly here. Okay. Here, let me go back here and make sure I'm looking at the right one. Okay, so wow, that's pretty crazy. We are okay. So basically, perpetually, the markets only stay above the 200-day EMA. That is kind of okay. That's kind of scary. I want you guys to look at how far away we are from the 200-day EMA. We're very. Oh my gosh, we're so far away. We're so far away. Look at we're what 9,000 is that where the 200-day EMA is trading at. I mean, if we look at the daily, that's hopefully that's a little less bearish, But this would be there's a couple different retracements here that we could have. Also, let me also look at something here. Okay, so 200-day EMA. Make sure this cross. Okay, so they're basically the same. It doesn't really matter, I would say. Anyways, yeah, I was just doing a couple calculations in my head. But yeah, let me see what you say. Let me see what the chat is saying. I'm starting to see California plates everywhere I go here in Texas. Yeah, the Californians, yeah. Haven't they been moving to Texas like forever now? Yeah, here in Missouri, those those mofos back to work finally. Yeah, you guys, how are there so many Missourians? Hillbillies down here like me. All right, there's no one in Missouri. All right, we stopped everything in OSMAR 2020. We're all back to normal because we've had so few cases. California is good now, bro, with vaccinations. Oh yeah, I know they're not I know they're not quarantined anymore, but they were quarantined for a while, I believe, like more than any other state, maybe. If you make $15 an hour in Illinois, you only lose about $60 taking unemployment instead of working. What's the numbers? Does anyone know Ohio cut from 400 to 300? Can the BNGO price start still happen? Yes, it absolutely can. What's your outlook for growth, Brandon? I've started buying banks. Started buying. All right. For growth, do you mean low growth or high growth, my friends? Just in general? All right, man. Did you pay for him, Mora? Okay, so mythical physics, my friend. I'm so glad you joined the stream because I don't know why. Actually, I do know why you thought, my friend. I took profits on Mora. I took profits, buddy. I kind of was expecting the sell-off, and this guy actually sent me. Now, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but this man literally was like saying, "Oh, I bet you sold your calls on Mora." Like, no, dude, I literally took profits. I took profits earlier. I have 2 shares now, buddy. Like, I already took profits on this. That's why I was saying last week, when you're up 20% in a day or two, it's a good idea to take profits, especially with Bitcoin. It got rejected perfectly at the price target. My friend, what do you call it? Mythical physics here. We had the price. Now I know you didn't watch it because you just you assume stuff because you're a bear and that's what bears typically do. But Bitcoin had the price target. If we go to the 5-minute, you can see it really well. You know what? Maybe 30 minutes. It's gonna be hard to find over here. Yeah. Okay. So this was a nice cup and handle, and we had this. We had the 42K price target drawn up, and we actually hit that perfectly. We hit it perfectly, and yeah. So I took profits, man. Yeah, I'm out of there. I want Bitcoin to keep dropping though. So that's the problem with assuming stuff. When I show that's the problem with only watching one video or like 1 second of a video and then assuming, oh, he bought Mora, he didn't sell out. No, if you watched any video yesterday, just watch the current positions, you would have saw that I sold out Mora, man. So Mora is made to be paper hand traded, not held IMO. Yeah, that's a fine point. Here's the thing. Back in the good old days for Mora, it was the other way around, right? And same thing with BNGO, right? This thing was 35 cents a year ago, man. 35 cents. Think about that. But yeah, right now it is very scary to hold Mora. It's about as volatile as you can get. So if you can get an under $20 entry point on this one, that's probably good for long term. Especially if you can get under 15 or 18, that's even better. Which it looks like Bitcoin is trying to make a lower low right now, but I honestly kind of doubt it. I hope a lot of people think it's going to crash now, which is so convenient because no one. Oh, I hate how people only call it when it's going their way. Like no one was calling Bitcoin crashing to 20K. Now everyone's like, yeah, we're going back to 10K. It's like, oh man, come on. All right. Anyways, how low do you think Bitcoin will go? There is no telling. I think I'm biased. My gut tells me mostly. Now here's the thing. There's no technical really. There's really no technicals in. There's really no technicals that I can look at here to give me a very good assessment of what's going on. Okay, because the only one that is going to be really important. Let me look at the Bollinger Bands actually. We got weekly close. We got weekly close, and we're about to get another weekly close on below the 21 SMA on the weekly. And that's basically the 21 SMA, or I guess this is technically the 20 SMA, same thing. I mean, they're literally almost the exact same. Okay, it really doesn't matter. If you know how to use the bands, it really doesn't matter if it's 20 and 2 or 21 and 3, in my opinion. But anyways, yeah, when when Bitcoin crosses below the 20 SMA historically, that is when the bear market starts. So it is very likely that Bitcoin is not done with the bear market. But here's the thing: it's like, well, this bull cycle for Bitcoin is different than any other, right? Like we've never had anything like this, and the interest and knowledge of the technology in Bitcoin is higher than ever before. That's what makes me want to buy the dip when Mora is at $19, which obviously I did, and I made 25% in a couple of days. And that's going to be Mora's going to be the one to trade next week on Bitcoin, I think. We could easily see lower low here. We could easily see it. Inflation comes out. I mean, inflation is supposed to be good for Bitcoin, but who knows? I'm on page 302 of my manifesto, by the way. So much info you don't even know about. you only see the tip of the iceberg. All right, man. I seriously look forward to seeing that, my friend. I've been working on mine as well. I'm up to 93 pages now. Yeah, if I had more time, I could make this way longer. I've got a couple sections. I've got several sections that I want to add in. I've got lineage in. I don't even have, I mean, I have a little bit in there. And I've got nano nozzle, which, I mean, obviously we talk about nano nozzle a lot, and the thread that we went over in the sequencing video kind of explains it exactly, but I want to do more detailed stuff and what it means to hold BNGO stock and the interview. We've got a ton of cool stuff coming, man. We've got a ton of cool stuff. And I tell you what, I'm going to do another video actually on the due diligence, because the last video we had, the mic was shit, and the quality was just nowhere near what it is now. Then again, my computer may still die if I had to download a 2-hour video with all the new filters and settings. But anyways, yeah, and I found out on your Discord you have secret positions shorting on your other Weibo account from dude called Siphon, or he was... No, that is trolling. What the hell? What does that mean? Wait, what? Yeah, no, I have secret positions shorting on your other Weibo account. Yeah, no, I have one Weibo account, and I technically have a Robinhood account and a Charles Schwab account and a Stash account, but I only have like I have $0 in any of those other ones. Robinhood, I just have the free money that they gave me, which is like $3. And then the other one, the Stash, I have like 15, because I never check it anymore. And that was free money as well. So yeah, no, this is the only account I use, my friend. This is the only account I use. So no, I don't know where you saw that on the Discord. But yeah, Mythical Physics, I really look forward to seeing your bear manifesto, which sounds so weird. When you say manifesto, all I can think of is the god-awful communist manifesto. It's all I don't know why you name it that, but okay. Like, are you one of those? Are you one of those Marxists or something? Quantity means nothing if the quality isn't there. Exactly. It really, I mean, it shouldn't be a competition. Okay, now I know our friend Mythical Physics, he likes to brag. Oh, it's gonna be 400 pages, which I doubt. I very highly doubt that it's gonna be 400 pages unless you actually have been working on this secretly for like weeks. Because I mean, there's no, or if you made this font super big or something. I mean, there's got to be some sort of, this is too good to be true. I don't believe that you're about to make a bare thesis with 400 pages. It's just impossible. Unless it's either horrible quality, which I'm expecting it to be, or at least a lot of it, or a ton of pictures or something. I don't know. There's no way though. You'd have to be working on it probably for months. Plus, you don't have the knowledge to do it based on your comments. Respectfully, my friend, we have our little comment wars, and always, if I get the notification, he always does not respond, which is fine, but it's not, I always prove him wrong, and he never acknowledges that, oh, I might have been a little too strong in that take, you know. He said, one time he said, today, I think, one of them I remember, he said, nano nozzle is not in development. We don't even know if it will be released. I don't know what he said. Your claims are you know, it's never going to happen or something. And of course, if you even watch the video that it was on, there is legitimate proof of them working on the nano nozzle. And there's several employees and someone else, and Brennan, Messenger Moiseville, could explain this to you better, but I believe Mark Oladowski, one of our top executives, has actually been working on that for a while, and a couple other ones. They've been assigned to the nano nozzle for a long time. We've got several patents that justify but not really, that's not the right word, that are trying to acquire the rights for nano nozzle and sequencing. So it's like, well, why else would they do that unless they're trying to do sequencing? Because they're doing sequencing, right? It all makes sense, my friends. It all makes sense. Conspiracy theory DD complete with secret short positions. What else do we have? Me too. Manifesto is a weird choice of word. Yeah, is it just me, or is a manifesto just for communist crap? I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. It does have pictures, graphics, and diagrams in my due diligence. Dude, send me a link right now. I'll look at it on air. I can review it on air, man. Seriously, only YouTuber of all time that will literally like put my reputation and my brain power out and like literally look like an idiot or look really smart if I can do it well, right? I've looked like an idiot on stream before, plenty of times, right? Oh yeah, actually, funny story, right? Yes, a funny story, more of an embarrassing story. Yesterday, I broke my chair. I fell out of my chair, bro. I literally snapped it. I can show you right now. If you want me to get it, I can actually get my chair right now. Literally snapped my chair, and now I'm using my old chair. I snapped it. I was leaning back like this, and then just boom, just snapped. And then I hit the ground. My head hit the ground. It's the funniest thing. 400 pages is like trying to make through War and Peace. Dude, it's gonna be, oh man. I'm not gonna read it all. It's probably gonna be horrible. Mythical Physics, send me the link. Send me the link for the due diligence, man. I want to look at it right now, please. I still can't believe I did that, man. Oh, I guess I didn't fall out of it. I was just leaning back and it just snapped. No way, you will steal the ideas for your own. I'm literally copywriting this. What the? Why are you copywriting a paper, bro? Why are you copywriting that? Bro, that's not okay. You're just gonna waste money. Okay. I once hurt my arse so bad when I sat on a broken chair. Oh man, I love how our streams are so irrelevant. I love it. I love it. You never know what you're getting when you click on Auspicious dissenT. You never know. All right. If you know so much Mythical, why don't you have your own channel? Hey man, Mythical, please. I really am interested to see what you come up with because I honestly do think you're joking. I really think you're just trolling and just having a good time with us, which is awesome that you're doing that. But also, I really want to I want you to actually be serious so I can actually rip into that and have a video on it. All right. Hi, Brandon. What is thought about the, okay, never mind. Message restricted. Okay. He won't link it because it doesn't exist, bro. I think that's my gut tells me he's just trolling. Yeah, I don't there's no okay, let's be honest, okay? So here, let me actually, you know what? Screw my own articulation, right? I'm an idiot. Let me show you someone who's actually smart here, okay? Here we go. No economy, no competition, not an EV political economy related stock. This is pure science and medical field. So to be a bear, you have to have an advanced knowledge in genome world, and you also have to prove all this. Prove all the accredited doctors and scientists that claim Sapphire is pretty much the device they've all been waiting for. You have to prove that all of those people are full of shit. And how many people do you have to prove? Let me just find it on air for you. Let's just go to their investor relations right now. Let me go to publications here. Don't feed the trolls. Well, it's funny, man. I got to it. Look at this. Okay, this is all the people that you would have to if you are a bear, and this is why there's no coherent bear argument, right? There's literally there's 40 pages of publications going over why the Sapphire is good and why it is the next thing to start the next big wave in biology, right? According to the CEO, right? So it doesn't fundamentally. It's almost impossible, right? It's almost impossible. And then also good luck with that. Bear thesis better has scientific and technical arguments that shows how bad and overrated optical genome mapping is, right? Yeah. It's very hard to be a bear for BioNano, especially, I mean, because it's so esoteric and it's already been proven by literally a myriad of people who are way smarter than you or I in the esoteric field of optical genome mapping and genetic analysis, right? So there's no, it's shout out to whoever did this, by the way. Who was it? The 20th here. I'm just gonna call him, I don't know, we'll just call him the 20th. Yeah, shout out to him. All right. Also, in the chat here, I have pinned in the live chat always right the always right post, right? Jason Smith, our legend. I actually forgot in the video that I said I was gonna link the post in. I forgot to link it, so I'm linking it in this one to make up for it, right? Where is it? Right here, right? This one right here. That one is linked in the pinned comments. Brandon, since crypto typically follows stocks, do you think we will see a sell-off in the NASDAQ next? Overlap the NASDAQ with Bitcoin? I wouldn't say crypto typically follows stocks. Actually, I disagree with you there, kind of. If we look at the peak for Bitcoin, right? The peak was technically on the 17th of April. That was not even close to, stocks peak was way back in February, man. This was when stocks were peaking on the 20th of April, roughly, right? That's the closest to Bitcoin. Well, here, let me show you exactly, right? Let's be precise here, I guess. right there. Right there. The 16th of February, that's when high growth, the NASDAQ, the SPY, I think the SPY as well. NASDAQ and high growth were at its peaks. Everything was at its peaks. Bitcoin's still going higher. So no, I don't think so. I don't think the fact that crypto's selling off this weekend has nothing to do. If anything, that's more bullish for stocks, honestly, because it's just going to take. I mean, I guess there's multiple ways you can construe that, but yeah, I would say not necessarily. It's not necessarily super bearish. It may be a little bit, as there's just more fear going around, or it could be the start of a sector rotation back into high growth. So, not a clear. I don't think there's not a clear advantage, I would say, for either side on that. If that answers your question, I hope that answers your question. I bet my house Mythical is a flat earther. Oh, that would not surprise me either. Here's the thing: if you're gonna be bearish on BioNano long term, like I guess Mythical Physics is implying, right? Are you bearish on everything? Like, what's your stocks? Like, what could be better than the nano nozzle and optical genome mapping and penetrating CMA, chromosomal microarray analysis, what's it called? Fluorescence in cyto, hybridization. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. And hi-fi, and what's the other one? And karyotyping. Though, I mean, there's no reason why Sapphire is not the best. And actually, I have a very good chart here that shows you. Oh, did I add it in here? I don't know if I did though. Hold on, I might have it in here. I might not. Where is it? Oh, dang, I don't. Well, I have this. This is pretty good, but I need to go find the other one. Damn. Well, there's this really good chart in one of BioNano's presentations, and it shows you why the Sapphire is just, it makes no sense. And I can actually just explain to you why it makes no sense to not use the Sapphire as opposed to, compared to any of the other methods that I just listed. So it's absolutely insane. The nano nozzle is a conspiracy theory. Okay, then show on stream right now a diagram of the design. It does not exist. My friend, the Cybertruck didn't exist. The Cybertruck didn't exist until they revealed it, right? I mean, people knew about it. They didn't know the exact specs. My friends, that's insanity. My friend, this is why it's coming. We have methods and patents literally since 2016 for this. We have employees. We actually have here, let me show you the job report, buddy. I bet you didn't know this. We actually just started hiring someone for the design, development, and production and release of new instruments. And if you go to the quote in Q1 new applications, my favorite quote maybe ever, because it literally just confirms that we have new innovations in the Sapphire coming. If he's telling the truth here, there are new applications that have not even been developed. Does that mean the nano nozzle? No, it doesn't necessarily. Well, I mean, it probably does. Let's be honest. Okay, that's the confirmed innovation that it is confirmed. It is no doubt a conspiracy. It's not. There is no way it's a conspiracy. There is confirmed. Well, it's not a confirmed design, but it's like there are patents. It's basically confirmed at this point. Okay, I don't want to say confirmed because I'm super objective, and of course we don't have a release date, but we have patents. We have statements. We have a lot of statements about SNV detection. Here, let me just show you. You know what? Screw this one. Let me just show you the SNV detection quote right here. We also had an important patent issued that showed how different probes can be used to detect even more variants and possibly even nucleotide variants. Do you think he's talking about Sapphire? No. Okay, Sapphire is not even close to detecting single nucleotide variants. They're talking about a new product here, boys. They're talking about a new product here. And if you look here, the job here, let me actually talk about the jobs report here. I talked about this in the last video, right? Such signals can include a fluorescent signal, yada yada blah blah. I mean, if you look at this, right? Where does it say here? Oversee the design of ultra precise current and voltage. So there you go. Propose, design, and implement analog and digital control circuits. Okay, there's the exact quote actually. Oversee the design of that, right? And that would coincide with such signals can include a fluorescent signal. God, good luck. Luminescent. I don't know. Signal, an electromagnetic signal, and an electrical signal, and a potential difference. Okay, yeah. Anyways, God, that was a nice stutter action for you. But yeah, that's why it's confirmed. I mean, it is confirmed. I shouldn't say confirmed because that means like, oh, we're getting it now. No, it's confirmed to be in the works. It's confirmed to be in the works. That's 100%. Yeah, there is no there is no doubt that it's in the works. There's no doubt. Yes, I agree on that, but that's not what I was talking about. Well, the sequencing capabilities. Here's the thing: we need to get our definitions right, Mythical. Okay, sequencing is, even if it's not necessarily the nano nozzle, right? Which basically just means a technology that's able to detect, that's able to sequence, right? I mean, it's basically the same thing, at least to me. It's the same thing, right? So I don't know if you're talking about something else, but how can we know what you're talking about if you don't even know what you're talking about? Oh god, that's too funny, man. But yeah, sequencing, there is no doubt. I mean, it's absolutely there's so many things that literally, if you just look, I mean, don't even take it from me. Just read the thread, man. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that the nano nozzle is already in development and it's already almost. I shouldn't say it's almost ready to come out, but it should be coming out at least at the. I've heard a lot of people throw around the end of 2023 is what the company has said, and I actually don't have the quote to actually, and I think that might have been an article quote. I don't know. Send me that on the Discord if you know what I'm talking about. All right. What other questions do we have? What else do we want to do here? All right. Buying more Monday for you, Mythical. Dude. Oh, yeah. What about Robbie? I didn't even talk about it here. Let me actually pull up YouTube. Let me show you. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the comments here. Let me go ahead if I can try to find Robbie. Where's Robbie? Robbie Smith. Here we go. We had Robbie Smith. Lots of puffer on the channel. Robbie is back, and this is the guy that said he was going to pay me $1,000 if BioNano wasn't $3 on May 21st. And then yeah, and then we went back and forth there. And of course he doesn't respond at the end, but it's okay. That's okay. And there is a point to this, right? Robbie Smith is kind of what mythical physics is going to become, I think. he's claiming it's going to be horrible, and then he's wrong, and then he just disappears, or in this case, just comes up randomly and doesn't respond at the end. So I don't know. No, he didn't pay. No, and I don't want him to pay. I don't want him to pay. I do not. Here, let me zoom in here. I'm not actually trying to get money from him. Okay, yes, he did promise that he would pay me. Okay, I'm not trying to take money from a bear that is not thinking correctly. Okay, that's just cruelty at that point. I do not actually want you to pay me right. I just wanted to admit his mistake, man. That's it. I want the Bears to be fair. That's all, man, because it really does get on my nerves when I take such pride. And I know this sounds a little arrogant, but it's true. It's why the channel was created. I think it's why we've had the small amount of success we have, right? The emphasis on showing the portfolio, admitting when I'm wrong, and trying to be objective, right? Trying not to throw around dogmatic crap, right? That's why I always try to say, can you read it to us? We can't see it. Here, let me zoom in. Yeah, okay, here. You want to do the whole thread? I mean, I guess it would be pretty funny. I'll go over it real quick. Well, it's funny. I know there's some people like, oh, he's getting attention. Well, I don't know. It's just, no, there is nothing new, really. There is nothing new. We're just going over the markets, going over, we go over 1,000 things. Whatever comes up in the chat, that's what we talk about. Yeah, I know. We're giving mythical physics attention. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, we're having a good time. We're making fun of his crappy bear arguments, right? We're proving him why he's wrong. And there is legit concerns about nano nozzle, right? It's not like he's just saying, we're going to go to 50 cents, right? It's not like he's completely stupid. It's like he's not a half-wit. He's like 3/4 of a wit, right? That's a little mean, but I mean, I think he's earned it at this point, right? Anyways, yeah, there are concerns about the nano nozzle, and I want to go over some of them, so I don't know. Whatever you want me to talk about, I'll talk about. I don't know. We got nothing new to talk about, really, except crypto. And there's no news for BioNano, and there's no filings. I want some filings to happen, man. There's been no filings. Can I at least do a quick video on the institutional ownership increase? But there's none. Ever since you got your new setup, we can't see the full screen. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? That concerns me. You can't see the full screen. You mean what? You mean because you want me to make the face cam smaller? I can do that. Give me your negative feedback, boys. I want your negative ideas, your improvement ideas. Don't sugarcoat it, okay? But yeah, there's nothing new. We're pretty much just hanging out at this point, honestly. I mean, what do you guys want to know? Okay, I'm sorry to bring this up, but I swiped up and this kid called nano nozzle a conspiracy theory. On YouTube or Snapchat? Or are you just talking about this, like mythical physics? So probably no fun catalyst for BNGO this week. Well, there is a catalyst. There is technically a catalyst that we have. Well, I shouldn't say a potential catalyst, right? Potential. And we are going to be streaming that. It's going to be the, where is it here? It is the BNGO management presenting at Oppenheimer MedTech. That's going to be May 26th, 6:50 a.m. Central Time, 7:50 Eastern Time. Oh, we can't see the bottom of the charts anymore. What do you mean you can't see the bottom of the charts anymore? Oh, I think I might have just figured out what you mean. Hang on, let me try to fix this on air. Oh wow. Okay, is that better? I think I just fixed it. Wow, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot if I let that happen. That wasn't happening on the vid. That was just happening on the stream, right? Is that? I think that's good now. God, I'm an idiot. Is that did that just change it? God, I'm an idiot if I was literally showing only half the screen always. Is that better now? If BNGO missed earnings, they might have got delisted by now in last week's stream. That's not bearish. No. Okay, I'll clarify that right now for you, my friend. So I made a statement in last stream, I guess. In last week's live stream, if BNGO missed earnings, they might have got delisted by now. No, I was kind of just trying to be sarcastic, like, but everyone hates BioNano. No one knows the technology. There's so many Robbies around here that if BioNano missed earnings, we would be delisted because it's just, it's kind of a joke. But realistically, if we did miss earnings, I don't know. We might be $4. We might be $3 right now. Hell, okay. The earnings was great, and we barely got a bounce. I mean, we got a good bounce, but relatively we didn't. Relatively, we got a small bounce. So yeah. To clarify, no. If BioNano missed earnings, I mean, it would depend what's in there, right? Because one of the BioNano's best things, and one of the things that makes me super bullish on BioNano, is the great guidance we have, and not necessarily guidance like, oh, we're looking for this number next quarter, the revenue this. When I'm talking about catalysts and what to look forward to, right? We've got a Sapphire 2.0 14-fold increase as far as throughput. Prototype is going to be released in Q4. That is on track. We've got 5 studies. We've got the SNV detection. We've got the nano nozzle coming out at any time potentially. We've got 1,000 other catalysts that I'm blanking out on right now. Let me go down here. I love how I can just go right here so I don't forget the other stuff we have here. New applications in prenatal testing, cancer research and development. Oh yeah, also we have we have a lot of obscure catalysts that no one knows about. Oh yeah, and they always are saying, oh, Sapphire's only used for research only. It has been used in diagnostics. It has definitely. Yep, you fixed it. Thanks. Okay, is it good now? Let me know. Did you guys see this before, or is it better? I don't know. Whatever. It's good now. It doesn't matter. Any doubt that a company might get delisted means there is serious doubt in a company's financials and fundamentals. No, Mythical. It's just me not being dogmatic, man. God, oh, the bears. No, man, here's the thing. I try to be objective on this channel, and I don't try to say things like, oh, we're going to go to $10 at this date, or we're going to never get delisted. Okay, of course, I think there's like a 0.0000001% chance BioNano gets delisted. Okay, realistically, there is no chance. But I'm not dogmatic and authoritarian-like enough to say we're never going to get delisted. Okay, that's the difference between me and the bears. Also, catalysts are maybes. So the company would not be able to sustain itself in its current state. Well, no, that's not actually true. We have several years of cash runway if we keep burning cash like it is right now. So even if revenue were to be horrible, no, we would still be able to survive for many years. So absolutely not. And a lot of those catalysts are not. We are Q4, and we are getting five huge studies this year. Those are all going to be any of those could send the stock price up to 30 because all it takes. Oh, BioNano, chemotherapeutic drug enhancement in solid tumors. There you go. Boom. We're going to the moon. Okay, that's all it takes. We're getting 5 of those in leukemia, lymphomas, and hematological malignancies, along with prenatal and postnatal. And I think that is it. Did I mention all of them? I think I did. So no. So yeah, no, absolutely not. That's absolutely not true. Also, how about this as a catalyst? This isn't even a catalyst, but how about the Simply Wall Street projecting? Not me. This isn't me. Here, let me show you the actual source. Simply Wall Street. They are projecting 90% revenue year over year growth. They are projecting 16 million in revenue for 2021. Let's show you the source, okay? Because I don't just say dogmatic stuff. I give you the actual reason, right? So 2021 is going to be 16.749 million in revenue, right? So that represents a 10 million that year. So that represents that. What is that? That's like 70-ish%. So that's not 90%. That's like 70-ish% revenue growth year over year. So actually that's not 90, it's like close to 90. So yeah, basically 90. They're every year is pretty much 90 essentially. Or at least 70% of my math is correct. Hey, I'm not that good at math. I'm not that good at rough estimations. Okay, it's at least 60%. They're projecting at least, at the minimum, a 60% year-over-year revenue growth. I'm projecting a 100%, at 110, 120% revenue growth year-over-year. Anyone that is long-term about it would never join a live stream and be like, you mythical, the company is early in its journey. Genomics will be disruptive soon. If you don't want to wait, go to Doge. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. Hey man, do you think the crypto crash will affect stocks in a bad way, or people would just have more confidence in stocks now? We kind of talked about this earlier. Either one can happen. There's no telling. I think there's a serious case to be made. Hey, let me move this down a little bit. Oh no, now we're okay, there we go. That's gonna work. I'm getting a webcam, by the way, today, so we're gonna get actually good video quality now. Hopefully, I got it for $18. It's a horrible webcam, but it's $18. I gotta get it right. Anyways, I think it could go either way. There's not a clear advantage whether it's going to be a sector rotation back into high growth from crypto, or everything's going down, right? Crypto starts to sell off. I think core inflation could be really, core inflation is going to be really telling. So there's a lot of contingencies, my friends. Like always, there's always contingencies in a fearful market like we have right now, man. There's always is. But we also have the freaking, we have unemployment benefits, crazy, really generous unemployment benefits ending, which in my opinion, that's extremely bullish for the markets. The number one thing for the markets is actually the economic policies. I mean, technically speaking, and the companies, of course, but the American companies are always good. Okay, American companies are always going to be the most innovative out there, pretty much. That's just how the free market works. That's just how our policies are. I mean, I guess there's other countries with us, but no one compares really. Economic policies are getting better. I mean, at least that is getting better. In my opinion, it's better with less unemployment benefits. So that is something that no one's talking about. That's going to be big, though. That's going to be big, man. And that's going to help the job numbers, which the job numbers could actually be bad for the market short term, but they also could be good. That's a whole other complicated rabbit hole. The company is early in development. You realize BNGO has been going for years and years. Yeah, it IPO'd in 2018, and they came in and they started, I think it was 2003? Yeah, they were founded in 2003, yeah. Yep, founded in 2003, man. Yeah, they are. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. With a technology as esoteric as optical genome mapping, I'm not surprised whatsoever that it's taken them this long to even get where they are now. It's absolutely super. I mean, just look at NABCs, right? The whole mapping company, right? The whole mapping company, genome mapping company, they're like double-digit years away from even getting to where BioNano is now, right? Or even previously, right? And they're doing the optical genome mapping thing. It just shows you how hard it is to develop those nanochannels that actually linearize the DNA and everything else. That's the one thing I remember to make me sound smart, but that's one of the several tech things that is in the Sapphire that makes it pretty much irreplicable. And even if you can replicate it, you got to deal with a ton of patent and legal stuff. So it's pretty much impossible to say that the company is founded in 2003. Oh, it's bad because of that, which is kind of what he's implying. But you have your own opinions, man. You guys make your own opinions, please. Mythical Skill is still trying to justify your losses. You shouldn't have sold. I'm a little confused there. Crypto is carnage. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You clearly know nothing about the company. Yeah, Mythical. Well, he's writing a 400-page due diligence, so I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he does based on this. I'd like to see a screenshot of this Mythical Loudmouth Holdings. Well, it is. I know it sucks, right? Because we're giving attention to the haters. I don't like calling them haters, and I also like negative feedback. Also, I like talking about the bear points. I wouldn't be okay. It's not fair if you just talk to the bulls and only go on the bull stuff. You have to talk to the bears and have to go over their points. Otherwise, you're living in a bubble, right? Otherwise, you're biased. Otherwise, you don't have a open mind, man. So that's why I'm so open to letting the bears talk. As long as they're being a little bit respectful and not, like spamming and just completely ruining. I mean, if it's mindlessly hating, yeah, I'll go ahead and remove them. But otherwise, I usually let them. The black sheep of BNGO is the volume. A company since 2003, almost 20 years old, and still is fighting for its life to be noticed. Red flags. Well, they've only been IPO'd since 2018, and they have not been fighting for his life for a long time. So that's your first fallacy. And your second fallacy is that there's so many companies that have done the same exact thing. So it's not inherently bearish just because a company hasn't been successful for a while. And here's a fallacy that you also are effectuating here. The fact that BioNano has done nothing has largely been due to the fact that no one has known about Sapphire structural variation detection. Once we got the structural variation of Sapphire compared to Hi-Fi, Pat Bio's method, boom. Okay, that was the number one thing that sent the stock higher. Here, let me show you the actual study here. Where is it? I can't find it. What the history? Okay. Oh, I'm in it right now. God, I'm stupid. I'm literally in it right now. Wow. Okay. Anyways, history and why BioNano started rising. Right? They announced the publication of a study by the Human Genome, blah blah yada yada. Right. The Hi-Fi method only detected 72% of the large structural variants that BioNano did. Right. Come on. That's why we did it. We didn't have this stuff 5 years ago. We didn't have this stuff 10 years ago. Man, this is why BioNano is just starting to gain some traction, my friends. People say, "Oh, we've gone up so much." It's like, wonder why. Yeah, wonder why. Okay, you don't have a company going up thousands of percentages for no reason. This is the reason, boys, and it's a damn good one as well. Okay. All right. All right. How much longer will we stream today? That's a good question. I don't know. It just depends on the chat. It just depends on the enthusiasm and how well I think I am doing, which usually is bad because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the streams, man. Sometimes, especially on a Sunday, it's really hard to find topics, right? Because the market's not open. But yeah, I don't know. We'll go no longer than an hour, right? Maximum, probably more likely 30 minutes, 15, maybe 10. I don't know. Mythical needs to go work on his manifesto. Wouldn't it be funny if he just linked the Communist Manifesto instead? For some reason, I think Mythical Physics is a communist because he hasn't denied it, and I've brought it up like 5 times. It would make sense because he's calling that manifesto like it's a good thing, right? I don't know. That's a weird thing. All right, what else do we have? Lol, didn't we just have 100 million volume the other day? Yes, we did. 103 million. 103 million in volume. Let me see exactly. 100. Okay, wait. What? It was only 90. I could have sworn it was 103. No, I feel like that's inaccurate. No way. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, looks like this thing is just way inaccurate. Wow, that's way off. Anyways, yeah, it was 103 million. Looks like based on this. Yeah, we just have 103 million in volume. Yep. Yes, sir. What else do we have? What other questions do we have here? Okay, I just exited out of Weeble. That's nice. All right. Let me check the BNGO Twitter. Make sure you guys go vote for the thing. I know it's weird, the control number crap. I know. I voted a while ago, and I don't even remember getting a control number. I just remember being able to vote for the 2 things, so I can't really help you. So I think you're supposed to get an email about the control number. Your broker's supposed to email you it. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I think they just changed the whole thing because it was open until you could vote like last month, I believe, because that's when I voted. And you didn't actually need the control number, I believe. I think. So, I don't know. Try to vote there, otherwise they'll have to spend money to actually do another vote. So, please go vote if you're a shareholder, my friends. I will link this. Here, I'll link this tweet in the chat right now if you need to go vote still. Now I'm convinced the Mythicals is a tree. I'm literally getting a proofreader from Fiverr to go through it when I'm done. Your DD is full of grammar errors. Yeah, that's true. that is true. Hey, let's be honest though. The efficiency of communication is not determined by the grammar as long as it's readable, right? If there's a couple, oh, you should have had a comma right there, Brandon. You works cited MLA format, right? Come on, let's be honest. School is great. Okay, not really. It sucks. The curriculum needs to be changed in America, but you can read it just the same. So the fact that you're literally criticizing the grammar and not the context of what I'm saying speaks for itself and speaks for why no one takes you seriously, buddy. I'm sorry. So I hate calling you buddy because it's like an attempt to disparage, but at this point, come on. You can't go after a man's grammar on a 93-page document. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on. That's when you know it's bad, when the only criticism you have, like Mythical, are you gonna have a section in your thing that just says auspicious dissen's grammar is bad, and then just list all the examples of my misspelled stuff? Is that what is making up the most of your 400-page document? What's the vote on? I have shares, but they haven't sent me the control number. It is on two. I thought, at least from my remember, if I voted correctly, which I'm 99% sure I did, but it was a while ago, and I think they changed it slightly. But anyways, there's two things on there, and it's both about the directors being reinstated prematurely or something, or going through a whole longer process and doing it. I think something like that. And I just voted yes for both of them because I believe that is what the company wants you to do. Just vote with the company. Do what they want to do. Whatever BioNano recommends, do it. Yes, ad hominem. Wait, ad hominem, is that the fallacy? Is that what the fallacy is called, ad hominem? Wait, let me look that up real quick. I just want to make sure. Is that the actual? Oh, it is. Okay, you see, I love stuff like this. The fallacy, right? You guys know I always mention the fallacy of composition, right? This thing is ad hominem. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, directed against a person rather than the position that they're maintaining. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, that's true. That's a good fallacy. I'm going to remember the ad hominem. That's a good one. I'm glad you did that. I thought that's what it meant, and that's good. I'm going to add that to my vocab. That's a really quick way to articulate what all the bears do like every second, right? So that's a great one. All right. I convinced Mythical's mom makes him wear a helmet when he goes outside of his house. Why is that so? Why do I feel like that's so accurate? All right. If Bitcoin stays around the 30K level tomorrow, what price do you think that will pull Mara down to? That's a great question. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with this one. All right. Let me go to crypto here. Also, by the way, is the mouse? I got a new mouse here. Is the sound annoying to y'all and my headphones users? Do I need to do something about that, or is it all right? Most of the YouTubers don't give a crap, but I care about my audio. I care about my listeners' ears. I care about the audio, my friends. Oh man. All right. But your question was, what price do you think Mara will go down to if it stays around where Bitcoin is right now? Well, since we started streaming, Bitcoin's gone down a ton. That's cool. Anyways, I think it will go down. It will go. It'll obviously go below the 19s, or at least below the 20s. It'll probably. I don't know what the price will be because I can't convert the percentage to price that quickly, but it'll probably be at least 10% down. Maybe, you know what? Maybe not 10. You know what? I'll say this: 5 to 10% at least. 5 to 10% at least. And here's why I'm going lower, right? If Mara was up here and Bitcoin had gone down the same as it is now, right, from the closing day Friday, if that makes any sense, if I'm making any sense right now, Mara would go down more. And the reason for that is that there's a rubber band to Mara and Bitcoin and everything else because the high growth sector, Mara has not recovered whatsoever. High growth has recovered a very small amount, and Mara has not at all. And the fundamental value of this just cannot it cannot get pushed down much further without Bitcoin tanking a ton. And even if it does tank a ton, Mara is not going to be as volatile as it was on the way down up here, right? This one was 20% every day. Right now, it's going to be less. It's going to be much less, most likely, right? Losing lots of money on Coinbase. Coinbase screwed a lot. Coinbase literally came out right around the peak of Bitcoin. A lot of people don't use that anymore, I bet. Oh, man. I'm going to put the hat on because my hair is literally annoying me so much. So I know it kind of ruins the whole suit action, but whatever. Mara will never recover being so closely associated with Bitcoin. You're a Bitcoin bull, huh? Or a Bitcoin bear, sorry. You're a Peter Schiff type? Hey, nothing against Peter Schiff. I love Peter Schiff, but what he says about Bitcoin, it's like, I don't know. I'm glad the crypto market is going to shit, no offense. Yeah, I'm glad too, man. Hey, just because I'm a crypto bull, I'm a crypto bull long term, but dude, I've been lucky enough to play this sell-off very nicely. I sold out of Mara way long ago. I mean, months ago when it was above 45. I sold up here. I didn't time it perfectly, and I almost bought in right here, and I would have been able to sell pretty quickly for a nice 30-40% gain. But yeah, I bought the dip on this day right here. I think I bought it. I don't know. I think it was I bought it here this day right here, 19, and then sold out up here at 24. But yeah, I want it to go to shit, dude. Trust me, I want Bitcoin to hit 25K, and then I want to blow the boat, man. And 20K, 15K, I doubt that's going to happen, but I hope it does. I really hope it does. Hell, it could go even lower than that. You're not bearish on anything, though. Yes, I am. I'm very bearish on I'm very bearish. Not very bearish, but I'm proportionally very bearish on one sector that everyone loves, which I'm scared to say because everyone's being like, oh, whatever. Oh, man. Yeah, but I am not a bull on everything, my friend. Trust me. Trust me, I'm not a bull on everything. Trust me, my friend. Yeah. All right. Ethereum keeps getting screwed. I feel so bad. Yeah, it does. Let me look at Ethereum. What are the questions you'll have? We're gonna end the stream pretty soon here because I feel like we don't have much else to talk about. Yeah. Thoughts on gold bank backed crypto like AABB? I don't know enough. Don't know enough, man. I would have to research that. I don't know enough. Damn. I feel bad not being able to answer these crypto questions. Here's the thing. I want to be a crypto wizard, but I'm just not. I'm just not there yet. You know. So, how weird does it look to wear a hat backwards with the suit on? Oh man. All right. Electric vehicles. Yeah, you kind of guessed it there. Yeah, I'm not going to get too deep into the reasoning, but I guess I'll talk about this because no one else knows. Electric, well, it's not necessarily electric vehicles. And oh, God, I can't really say my reasoning here without like literally being a little bit political. So I guess I won't. It's not politically based, but I mean, it's just facts that kind of uh, lean towards one side, you could say. So yeah, electric vehicles, not necessarily electric vehicles, but the wind and solar clean energy stuff. That is the stuff that I'm way more bearish on than others. Um, and not because I don't like the idea, because I think it is literally fanciful to think that we're going to go out and we're going to put a couple windmills up that make less than 3% of the world's energy and solve the environment problems. It's not going to happen. Nuclear energy and coal power over 70% of the world's energy today, or at least really close to that. I think it's more than that. And nuclear should be where we're going, not wind and so wind and solar's power capabilities right now. It's a joke. Okay, I'm sorry, and they're wasteful. They are literally, people say they're clean. You can't move them once they're dead. They have a lifeline. Anyways, God, I'm going on a rant here. That's a nice rant for you. What else do y'all want to know? I'm going to make one copy hardcover by BNGO Bear. Why do you call it a bear manifesto? You are a communist. All right. For you, so you have a physical reminder of the demise of your channel. Okay, good, man. I'm ready, dude. I want that. Send me that. Yeah. Thing is, I'm not going to give you my address though. I'm too scared to give you my address, my friend. No, no, I'm not giving a communist my address. No, no, no. All right, quick chart update on BIOL stock. That's a good question. Let's do that. BIOL. All right, looks like it's recovering pretty well, man. Getting rejected at the 61.8% retracement level. Let me make sure it is actually a validated level here. Okay, yeah, it's pretty validated. Yeah, it's pretty validated. Yeah, so I would watch for a rejection off this and look for a 70 an entry point at 70 cents or even lower than that, preferably. But the chances are, here's the thing: earnings. I don't know how good earnings were for this, and they did. I guess they lost. Well, did they beat? Okay, so they miss the earnings per share estimate by 1 cent. There's 6 cents in the hole as opposed to the 5 cents in the hole estimate. And then lost 5.3 million versus lost 3.6 million. Wow. And then the sales beat a little bit, so that doesn't look very good. I mean, let's be honest, BIOL, we're not really expecting crazy numbers for revenue, but that is a fair amount. You know, when you consider this stock as a 100 million market cap, that's not bad, right? 8 million in revenue is not bad whatsoever. But anyways, yeah, they are. I would look for a retracement here, but they could easily break to the upside. And if you want to play the confirmed breakout, next resistance is way up there. Getting rid of oil will get rid of 6 million jobs. I don't want to get into it either. It's off topic, but it really is just unrealistic. That's another good point. I'm not against wind and solar. I'm definitely not against it for the job reasoning. There's actually, if you read Economics in One Lesson by Henry Hazlitt, you'll learn some great stuff about the job fallacy when it comes to economics. But yeah, at least that's my opinion. Okay, you disagree with me if you want. Don't care if you get offended though. But yeah, it's not going to happen. We're not going to get rid of oil and nuclear. Everyone hates, no one talks about, and everyone wants to go to the wind and solar companies, which literally make no energy. They don't produce energy, even if, I mean, do you know the trillions of dollars have been poured into wind and solar innovation, and there's no innovation. There's nothing. Okay, electric vehicles, that's another story. I need to do a little bit more research on electric vehicles, how much they're actually damaging the environment, but they are a little bit overhyped as to, oh, we're going to get 100% of the people driving electric cars in the next 10 years, 5 years. At current prices, there's zero chance. There's no chance you're going to get that. Anyways, Anyways, yeah, that's a nice rant. That's a nice tangent that we can do some other time, man. It just sucks. All the toots bought all these millions of shares before Mythical's manifesto. All those billions of dollars gone. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, the institutions agree with us. They do. And, I mean, of course, this is only, most of these ones were filed in Q1. But here's the thing. The transactions, and they were filed in Q2, but the transactions were actually in Q1. If you want to know how I know that, you can watch some previous videos about that. But basically what we know, if we look at the BioNano chart here, all of those institutions are like 99% holding, or at least it makes sense that they would, because if they didn't sell March 31st, if they sold at March 31st, if they sold here or before, we would know. They are required by law to put that 13F in. They didn't sell. They didn't sell here. They didn't sell here. They're holding. So if they held through this, do you think they sold here? Probably not. Probably not. It just does not make sense to think they sold. So that's my take. Whenever I hear this, I know they only started trading on the back of the GME hype. An idiotic, dangerous statement. It can be dangerous, but it's also, well, it's dangerous in a sense, but the other sense is very smart though. Because if you don't, because the fundamental idea of that mythical physics, I would say, is just, hold, don't let your emotions take over. Don't panic. So that's the whole message of that, really. Of course, you don't technically lose money if you don't sell. That's what it typically says, but it implies the other thing that I said. Anyways, yeah, that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it is dangerous in a sense, but it's not. But it is true, and it does help. It does help traders. It does help young beginner traders not panic sell. Right? It helps that. Anyways, what other questions do we have? We're gonna get out of here. Is there any news here? I don't think there is anything. Let me check the actual news of their website. I don't think there is anything. Nope. Let me check this SEC filings. How cool would it be if there was like a Form 4 when they and they're picking up like 100,000 shares? Nope. All right, 14th is the last one. Nope. And then yeah, that's pretty much all. There's no news here. Oh yeah, and I had a question. Oh, I didn't get to. I saw this really quickly, but I didn't get to answer it. How is the Did you get any response from Trey on the collab? No, Trey did not respond. I did not think so. Don't make me get my bear stick out. I love the all caps. I feel like mythical physics is like trembling right now. He's like really scared. Oh man. All right. I was gonna say, okay, so I have a video actually. You know what? Let me give you a behind the scenes, because I feel like some people think this is cool, but then again, I feel like no one cares at all. If we go to the content here, I have 2 videos scheduled. I'll give you guys a behind the scenes. Okay, so I guess I only have one. I guess this one just came out. Okay, never mind. But yeah, I will go to California and to interview the CEO. I have that video scheduled for tomorrow. So I'm going to be talking about the whole idea to go to the trip thing. So he just told us he sold for a loss. Oh, honestly, that might be true. Honestly, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. But yeah, I have a video about the whole trip information that we're going to do there. And anyways, before we end the stream, we're going to end it in 1 second, my friends. Let me go to the BNGO subreddit and see if there's anything new. I'm guessing there is not. Nope, there is not. Also, let me know, please, everybody, before we go, quick plugs, okay? Relevant information in regards to titles done now. All right. So, oh yeah, this is the question. Oh, this is what I was looking at earlier. Yes, I need to download this real quick. Yes. No. Let me download this. No. Don't do this. Don't do this. Come on, let me save it. There we go. Okay. All right. Anyways, yeah. This is a great thing. Actually, yeah, let's just talk about this. Let's just talk about this. Karyotyping fish fluorescence in situ hybridization. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. And then chromosomal microarray analysis and then optical genome mapping, right? It is just better. And look, these are the structural variation types, and I have a graphic about the different variant types and classes and all that crap, which is actually, there's 1,000 of them, and there's 1,000 subclasses and types here. But look at optical genome mapping. It's better than all of them. Look at that. Okay, it's literally better in accuracy entirely, right? So there's no argument to be made as to why optical genome mapping should not be the standard of care in greater than 500 base pair structural variation detection. And that's a big market, and that's a real market that is important, with millions, tens of millions, maybe probably hundreds of millions of revenue coming in each year for the total market. A lot of people are still using karyotyping, my friends. A lot of people still are. For no reason. It's way harder, and BioNano is literally, you get way more data. And this doesn't even do it justice. If you watch the presentation, if you watch here, just go to the due diligence and go to the Sapphire Deep Dive section and just read all that, and you will understand why it's such an advantage to have the Sapphire as opposed to fish, fish karyotyping or CMA. Structure SNV is single nucleotide variant, and that is, to my knowledge, I can be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure SNV is basically, that's what sequencers do. That's what sequencers do. And look at this. Look at this. Soon. SNV is a single nucleotide change, which we can see more than 1% of population is just the variation as single nucleotide without any limitations of frequency. So yeah, I think this is what single nucleotide base pairs, I think that's what the sequencers do more of. I think. And look at this little soon box right here. Heck yeah. Also LOQ. We're going to get that pretty soon. The only advantage you have as to going to any other thing is for CMA, you get LOQ detection, but you also miss inversions and translocations, which I think those two are probably the most, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say this because I'm not a doctor. I don't know enough, but these two, and these two are the most common. None of these are very common, right? These are the most important ones, and BioNano can detect them all, as opposed to every other method cannot do them all. Not even close. Not even close. So that was a nice rant for you. I can do a video on that. You know what? All right. See you, friend. Thanks for the stream. All right. All right, Mythical. All right. All right. We're going to get out of here. Go on to Composition's website. I bet it says the opposite. Well, it's already true. Mythical physics. It's already true, though. It's already proven. We already have studies proving this, my friend. We already have studies proving that any other method cannot detect in karyotyping fish or CMA. None of them can detect the structural variants that BioNano can. It's factually true, my friend. It's factually true. So, all right. I'm retarded. No, you're not retarded. Hexar, Mark, my friend. No, you're not retarded, my friend. No. You just don't spend like 10 hours a day researching. You know, I literally at night, if I'm not doing like a video or something, I will literally watch presentations of BioNano and just watch videos and research articles, literally just learning more about BioNano. That's what I do most nights. That's how I keep continuously add to this document. All right, boys, we're going to get out of here. Any last minute questions? I'm going to give it like 30 seconds, then we're out. Last day, one thing that you need to know for, and we'll be talking about this on the streams, of course, but the core inflation next week, that's going to be huge. As far as what to do next week, please make your own decisions, right? But I would recommend going to the upcoming live streams playlist on the channel here, and we have a stream schedule. We're going to have a stream schedule for every single market open, talking about my trades. We do live trades all the time. We've done a lot of successful trades last week, especially. So, God, I gotta stop bragging. I cannot stop bragging sometimes. Sorry. We do trades there at the market open, and we do our best there. We do pretty well sometimes. So yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much. I will see you all in the next one, man. Not financial advice. I will see y'all in the next one.